Clients are always looking for ways they can extend the life of the style that we give them behind the chair. Kenra's new Nitro Memory Cream is the perfect foundational product to help us achieve this. It gives up to 3 days of style memory and allows my client to have the look that I give them behind the chair really easily at home for that extended period of time. To start my structured wave technique, first I want to assess the texture and density of my client's hair. You can see my client has really high density and a normal to coarse texture, which makes her a great candidate for the Nitro Memory Cream. So before I apply, I'm going to subsection the hair just into 4 quadrants to ensure that all of the hair is evenly saturated with the product. Now that I've subsectioned my client's hair out, I'm ready to apply product. Before I actually use our Nitro Memory Cream, I'm going to show you guys how much of a traditional mousse I would typically have to use for a client that has this texture and density. Per quadrant with a traditional mousse, I would typically have to use about this much to get that structured wave end result. With our Kenra Nitro Memory Cream, because it's nitrogen propelled, I can use about half as much product. So this is really all you need for each of these quadrants, and you want to make sure that you're using the proper amount so that you don't over apply the product and you get the memory and beautiful finish that this product promises. You'll notice with our Nitro Memory Cream, it's definitely more of a cream consistency than a mousse. Because Nitro Memory Cream is nitrogen propelled, it allows a product like this to come out of a mousse canister versus maybe a bottle application like we're used to. I really like to work the product through the hair just to ensure it's evenly saturated, and then maybe take a wide tooth comb just to brush through it. Again, remember with this product, a little bit goes a long way, and that's thanks to the density of the product itself. To ensure that my client can really see that 3-day style memory benefit from this product, I wanna make sure that every single subsection of hair is saturated really well. So feel free to take a little bit more time on this part just to ensure that your canvas is ready for the rest of the style. Now that the product's evenly applied, we're ready to blow dry. A couple things to remember when you're blow drying someone who has a little bit of natural wave and potentially some frizz is to make sure you maintain moisture while you're round brushing so that you can really smooth out that hair. In addition, I'm going to be using a lot of high tension through each subsection. A pro tip is to kind of think about blow drying naturally wavy hair kind of like ironing clothing. We need some moisture to ensure all of that movement is smoothed out, so it's important to not rough dry too much. A pro tip for achieving maximum style memory is after you've round brushed a subsection, go ahead and clip that section into place so that that shape can really lock in. So already, as I unwrap my brush, you can see all of the movement we already have just from round brushing. So don't focus too much on trying to detangle initially. Really be patient, work through that subsection of hair, and the ends will kind of detangle themselves to smooth out and create a beautiful bend that's helped with the natural elasticity of the hair. So to show you guys how much tension really plays into the style memory of this end result, I want to focus on, again, using high tension like I mentioned earlier, but that's going to be more toward the base. So as I'm pulling and blow drying here, you can see that's high tension. But then as we work towards the ends, to avoid overstretching these, you want to be super light with your tension. So make sure you're transitioning from high to low tension, because that's going to allow us to maintain as much of the natural elasticity of the hair as possible to ensure it's not overstretched and can hold that shape. Now that we've completed the blow dry, I want to show you guys one of these subsections. This is really where you start to see the performance of Nitro Memory Cream. So notice how even though it has a high hold, the hair is still really soft, really touchable. And look at how much shape and bounce we already got just from the blow dry and no iron work. This is a perfect example of how this product builds out perfect style memory for any long-lasting style and is a great foundation for this textured wave. So now that the blow dry step is complete, I just want to wait and make sure that all of these subsections are cooled down. And then once they are, I can take each one down, brush it through, and prepare the hair for my iron work. So now the blow dry is complete, the Nitro Memory Cream is in my client's hair, and she's got the perfect foundation for iron work. So next, I'm going to do our structured wave technique. We'll section her out and finish this look so that she has a style that lasts for 3 days. Because I have such a great foundation, I can use large subsections for this waving technique. So I'm very simply going to section out the front of the hair. And then I'll probably just split the back into about 3 or 4 different rows. I'll do about 3 curls in each row with a center collision point, so they'll all be curled away from the face. And the really amazing thing about this foundation is the Nitro Memory Cream has thermal protection by up to 450 degrees, so I can simply use this product from start to finish and have that protection built in. Something really cool to know about Nitro Memory Cream is it's a thermoactive product. So this basically means the more heat I apply, the more that style memory will activate. So as I started with my blow dry and now I'm finishing with ironwork, I know that my client's style is going to be able to last them for 3 days. We've completed the structured waves, so now we're ready to comb everything out. And I like using a wide tooth comb for this, just to make sure we maintain as much of the wave as possible. We've completed the structured wave, and because of the incredible foundation that Nitro Memory Cream is set, I'm confident this will last my client for 3 days. Here's some pro tips that you can give your clients just to ensure that as they're touching up their hair, their style remains perfect and beautiful. To keep touch-ups as low maintenance as possible, I love educating my clients on just touching up their curls in the front and then in the nape area of their head where they would typically sleep. This will make sure that we're not putting a ton of work into our style, and again, we can rely on the foundation from Nitro Memory Cream. Something else you can educate your clients on is the size of the iron that you use, so they know when they're touching up their style to use a slightly larger barrel so that it matches the curl as it falls over time. The last thing I love sharing with my clients for perfect at-home care is how they can use products to extend the life of their style. 2 of my favorites in the Kenra portfolio are our Volume Dry Shampoo to help ensure that we're absorbing any oils that might come up from day 1 to 2 to day 3, and then our Dry Conditioning Mist as a dry conditioner for the ends. This will make sure that the hair stays fresh and can really truly last for that 3-day time period.